Yo, if you're wondering exactly what Marvel Rivals Season 3 The Abyss Awakens will look like, this is the perfect video for you. I'm gonna give you a completely comprehensive breakdown of Season 3, the developer release video, a full breakdown of the first new hero, Phoenix, and her abilities explained, some lore to catch you up on everything new coming to the game. I'll explain the new team-up changes, which characters are getting buffed or nerfed, and finally a few quality of life changes at the end that you just might love. Also, please excuse me and feel free to correct me in the comments below if I've made any mistakes with anything here. I am not perfect and would definitely love to be more informed rather than just miss something and give people incorrect information. All right, let's hop right into it. Let me give you a quick, completely comprehensive update as to what the next season will look like. Season 3 of Marvel Rivals releases on July 11th, and it will bring two completely new heroes to the game. First, we have Phoenix upon release day, then Blade at the mid-season update, and it will feature a new map, Clintar Celestial Husk. In addition to the main updates, there will be a completely new competitive mode coming to the game, new team-ups to explore, balance changes to heroes, and some minute quality of life changes. That's honestly pretty much everything you can expect from the new season of Marvel Rivals. So if you were looking for something more, I don't really have the best news for you. But fortunately, we already know that Marvel Rivals has actually committed to releasing new seasons every 2 months now, starting with Season 3. So we will be seeing more consistent updates. We will be receiving new heroes in the game every single month. We'll essentially be getting the most updates any game is planned to release to date. It's actually incredible. And if that isn't enough for you, I honestly don't really know what to tell you because it sounds insane to me. I don't even know how they do it. All right, let's hop into a deeper dive of what's coming to the game. First, here's a glance at Phoenix's abilities and a comprehensive guide as to how she will look on the battlefield. Phoenix will be the first hybrid flight duelist character to be introduced into the game post-release, meaning she can temporarily fly to reposition or maneuver around the map at enemies, but she's actually not a permanent flying hero like Iron Man, Storm, Johnny Flame, or Ultron. Her normal attack is a volley of ranged hit-scan flames that have a cooldown after 12 shots and deal close to 50 damage per body shot, along with the capability to actually do headshot damage, dealing about 75 damage per hit. Plus, she has a chain reaction explosion ability. Whenever you land a hit on an enemy, a bar above their head begins to fill. Each successful body shot fills 1 of the 3 bars, and a headshot fills 2 out of the 3. When the bar above their head completely fills, the enemy will actually explode, doing AoE flame damage to any of their surrounding teammates while also burning themselves in a fiery explosion. Next, she has a dash ability making you disappear while also shooting you in the direction you're already moving. Alongside this dash, she has a meter on the right side of her screen that couples with a flight ability. This meter is a gauge that lets you fly omnidirectionally for a short period of time, which will be great for repositioning. And her secondary attack ability shoots a huge flame of explosions towards your enemies, dealing a ton of burst damage in a controlled area. Now, finally, we have her ultimate ability. Jean Grey's ultimate ability is a literal Phoenix Swanton dive, which shoots you high into the sky in bird form, then slams you directly into your target, creating a huge explosion with massive amounts of damage capability. Also, this ability can clear enemy summons and ultimates as well. She's gonna be insane next season. Alright, now that we've had a good look at the new hero, let me catch you up on a little bit of new lore coming to the game in addition to the new map. Hela has joined forces with the King of Clintar, Null, who's been sleeping for ages and actually got woken up when the Guardians of the Galaxy visited Clintar. So he's finally awakening and gathering minions to continue his tirade. The new map is completely themed around Null's lair in Clintar, named Celestial Husk. This map features some relatively open areas, weird beating hearts, eyes following you from time to time, and just an insanely cool, creepy vibe. The new map will most likely be Point Capture or King of the Hill, seeing as there's no sign of any payloads in the preview that we've gotten so far. Alright, now let me explain to you the team-up changes between heroes and new team-up additions. 4 new team-ups will be introduced to the game in total next season, and 2 previous ones will be removed. Here's all that we know at the moment. First, there's a new Primal Flame duo team-up with Wolverine and Phoenix. This team-up actually ignites Wolverine so that he inflicts burn damage to any enemy that he tackles or lands on, adding to his pre-existing damage. Next, there's the ever-burning Bond team-up between Human Torch and Spider-Man, which will give Spider-Man brand new flame webs that also ignite enemies. These are 2 insanely clear buffs to already strong characters, which is definitely a bit troubling in my opinion. So if you weren't already banning these 2 heroes before, let me give you a little bit of advice. Ban them from now on, please. It will save you a lot of time. Now, for adjustments to existing team-ups, Storm and Human Torch's Flaming Tornado will be getting removed from the game. Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl's Webbed Acorn team-up will be getting removed as well. Hela will join the Jeff and Venom trio. Her snare ability will now also trap enemies and tie them together with symbiote tendrils, linking them together and slowing them for a short period of time. Squirrel Girl will be joining the Iron Man and Ultron team-up. Squirrel Girl will be getting a new ability that gives her a literal homing missile acorn that locks onto enemies and detonates like Cassidy's flashbang in Overwatch. Now, for the individual character changes coming to the game, Ultron will be getting dialed back next season, most likely his damage output. Emma Frost will be getting nerfed. Venom will be receiving some buffs, the Thing will be receiving mini buffs. The Thing is receiving a new ability called Battle Blitz, which will allow him to now lock onto and jump directly at enemy players now, not only teammates. And he will also be able to use his Stone Haymaker ability while he's mid-air now. Basically, what this means is that they're giving the Thing a literal flying super punch ability, which is kind of insane. You can even use it to knock flying heroes out of the air like Hulk now. Next, Iron Man will be receiving some poke damage nerfs. Most likely, this will look like Iron Man receiving a higher damage fall-off number depending on how far away he is from enemies now. The Punisher will be getting nerfed. Punisher turret will now be getting some damage reductions so that you can't farm your ultimate ability as quickly anymore. Mr. Fantastic will be getting nerfed. He'll receive a reduction in how much health he has during his inflated state, so hopefully he won't feel as much like a third tank on the battlefield anymore. Namor's primary attack ability is getting buffed, so he will now just do more base damage. Scarlet Witch will be getting buffed. Her ultimate ability will be stronger now. Invisible Woman will be receiving a boosting to her healing abilities, so she will be getting buffed. The Guardians Revival team up between Adam Warlock, Mantis, and Star-Lord will be getting nerfed. Mantis, however, will be receiving a slight buff. Loki will be receiving a nerf. His ultimate ability charge rate will be slower in the upcoming season. So all in all, they will absolutely be changing a lot about the current meta. About 15 different heroes will be receiving some adjustments, and that's a crazy amount, honestly, so the game should feel quite different at the start of the next season. Now that the main gameplay changes are out of the way, let's talk a little bit about some additional quality of life updates that the team has in store for the next season. The new season will be shorter, yes. So to compensate for this, you will now receive more chrono tokens than previously for completing missions. Also, daily missions will be getting completely removed from the game. The game developers are seeing individual players be less consistent, so they are pushing for weekly challenges now instead of dailies to help the average player finish their battle pass and challenges even if they aren't a daily player. Also, weekly challenges are persistent now, so you can complete them at literally any time. I personally think this is a really cool play. It definitely shows that the game developers have their finger on the pulse in regards to what's happening to their community. Now that the hype around the game has settled a little bit, people are still enjoying the game, yes, just playing a bit less frequently, which is completely normal. I saw someone in one of my comment sections say that the game is doing great and it's actually very normal to see players hop on the game less frequently even if they enjoy it, because now they've developed their core fan base. And instead of people playing simply because it's popular, the game now has people that incorporate playing into their daily life routine, which is something I never really thought about in that respect, but it's very true. Even if you enjoy the game, you won't always have time to play every single day, and it doesn't make you a bigger fan just because you have more time on your hands as opposed to someone who's incredibly busy with life stuff. All in all, great idea and very, very good execution. As for more minor updates, Jeff the Land Shark, Winter Soldier, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Invisible Woman, Psylocke, Emma Frost, and Spider-Man will all be getting new accessories and color variants for some skins in the new season. You can earn accessory points simply by playing quick match and competitive. As of now, there are two main accessory types, charms and chroma color variants. Chroma color variants will allow you to actually reskin the color palette of some select skins for your characters in the game, and the other items are more like keychains that you can attach to your character, like gun buddies in Valorant and charms in Apex Legends. I'm not really a huge fan of either of these. One, because the color variants actually cost additional money, which is kind of insane considering the fact that you already paid money for the skin in the game, and then gun buddies and charms just don't really look too crazy to me in video games. They never really caught my eye. But if you enjoy that kind of thing, this will definitely be a fun addition for you. Also, from now on in this new season, you can mix and match skins and MVP screens. So you can wear different skins and use whatever your favorite MVP screen is for that character. Definitely a nice little touch. And finally, the devs will be adding a new, presumably paid option to add special effects to your ultimate ability via a new type of in-game credit called Unstable Molecules, which they say can be earned through battle passes and events, and only you will be able to see it. I'm kind of a sweat when it comes to video games, so the personal visual clutter seems like a slight self-nerf to me, but honestly, they did a great job implementing it, and it does actually look pretty sick, I can't lie. Alright, that's pretty much everything this new update has to offer. It's super action-packed, and I honestly am just amazed at the speed this development team works at. It's incredible and a little concerning with how much they're actually able to do. If you enjoy game guides, content, and updates, make sure to subscribe for consistent uploads. Much love, goats, and thanks for joining me in the dojo.